Hello everyone, welcome back to the WOGST Semifinals Grand Slam tournament, where we once again had a winners bracket match. I got beanlye versus Heez, the second seed versus 27. Looked like a pretty interesting match with their respective skill sets. And in the commentary booth with me, I have Silvio Escaels. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. So thank you so much for introducing our players here. So yeah, here we're gonna be having beanlye versus Heez. Um, these two players are very good and have been performing amazing. I just find it really interesting that Heez is seed 27 and here we have beanlye at seed number 2, which is a very big difference on the seeding. I mean, that's very much crazy to me.
I think people have noted that throughout the tournament so far. Quite interesting seeding from Heez, but they've been playing really well. So and they're getting into a warm-up here, though, I do think.
Of course, both players have been performing well. We've seen Heez do some upsets on the bracket stage, which I still find very insane to think about. But yeah, now let's see if Heez can slay another dragon in beanlye here. Cause wow, beanlye has been really consistent on many of the charts that are present. So I think it's gonna be a difficult match for both players. Just because I know there's potential for either one to win this match.
It could go any way, and just looking at the beanlye's performance, especially like last weekend, they got the top average score on the qualifiers. No, not the qualifiers, but the quarterfinals map pool. So got some very high physicality, high skill players there. An interesting match.
Yeah, definitely. But this, of course, this being OD0, it's not gonna give many valuable information here. So I have a feeling this warm-up was just selected just to be, of course, a warm-up as usual. I mean, it's a great song. Seems to be like a great chart as well. It is a very fun OD0 chart. It reminds me of back in the day, 2018, 2019, when charts like this were very prevalent.
Yeah, OD0 is really fun. OD0, my beloved. Best type of map.
I mean, there's a lot of reasons why OD0 charts are fun. Because the accuracy factor is not as high, and you can just focus on reading the patterns a lot. So I could see what you mean there, but hey, in a tournament setting, you will really not see OD0 charts at all.
You know, I don't think there's anything lower than like 7 in the map pool this weekend, so not quite 0.
Yeah, we will really not see a lot of OD0 charts here. But he seems to be on the higher end of the Ellen physicality route.
Quite interesting to see that. Not quite sure which of these two players are the most comfortable on LMs in general, but as I said, it's OD0, so maybe it's not as telling as you'd think.
Maybe not, but regardless, this is still something that beanlye could take note of, that maybe Heez is better when it comes to more dense LN. And it's kind of evident right now, actually.
Yeah, especially looking at the combo, like, he's managing to hold it together quite well.
So once
Wow,
again,
this is dense.
yeah, it is very dense. You have these LN walls. He's hitting them very well. I mean, beanlye at the same time is also performing good. It's just that the starting mistakes kind of affected. Oh, oh, whoa!
What?
What was that?
Oh?
Wow, that was surprisingly close for a chart like that. What just happened there?
Uh,
Looks like Ak
something.
actually goes to beanlye here, but the business go to Heez. Okay. I don't know what to think about this just because it's OD0. Oh, so we see Mushi. This was featured in NLC Finals 2022 as a hybrid pick. So I want to see how both of these players will perform.
Okay. And like looking at the stats, seems that both of these players do kind of favor picking into Rise a lot of the time. Like both of them usually placing quite high on hybrid 1 and 2. Not quite sure about sort of SV type, but both really good at that playstyle.
Yeah, this is a really difficult hybrid chart, and I'm really excited to see how these two players will perform on such a high level intensity chart like this one.
I'm gonna get the map downloaded and into the playing soon.
Alright, yeah, we're just waiting for these two players to get ready.
On what I imagine is a slightly more normal map, conventional map.
Yeah, this chart has a lot of difficult patterns for both Ellen and Rise. And it's a very tiring chart. 2 minutes and 57 seconds should already tell the whole story.
Yeah, very nasty burst there in the beginning. Oh, and Heez is gonna be missing on one of those.
Yeah, it's not really an easy chart at all. And he's finding a drop on the break section. That is not a good sign.
God, some of these patterns.
Yeah, these patterns are really difficult. And the fact that both of these players' accuracies are very close, that just means one thing. We could be seeing a close match in terms of hybrids, but these mini jacks with all those flams and abrasive bursts and all that can make you drop a lot, and that's really evident for both players actually. While beanlye has a lead of 11,000 points, this is not a lot yet. Yeah, more of those rise patterns and that's gonna make both players miss. But just because the accuracy gap is a bit closer, never mind, he's finding another drop. That's gonna give some sort of leeway for beanlye to still have that lead.
He's climbing just a little bit, but with the drops that keep coming in, it's not gonna be in their favor quite.
Yeah, it's starting to get closer actually. Just because accuracy now goes to Heez once again. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be really, really difficult to just. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, but Heez drops a lot.
Oh, it was closing up so much in the ending, but
Like it was getting really close indeed, but like what should their strategies be now? I guess He's will. Okay, actually no. Better to just look at the statistics. Just because He's and what's that again? Beanlye played maps that overlap. Okay, yeah. I think He's will probably protect something like maybe Rice 4, but like awkward jump streams. Not entirely sure if that's a good protect because Beanlye can perform well on those as well.
it's a bit hard to say, like, because there's very specific types of maps that they are like very evenly matched on. So did you see LN4 protect from Beanlye? Okay,
Yeah, so okay, I think Beanlye protects something like Rice. Maybe Rice 6, Rice 7, or Rice 1. But let's see, Beanlye is also really good on every skill set.
yeah. Oh yeah, okay. The he's protecting the LN4. Okay.
So Beanlye goes for the hybrid route. I guess the pick kinda makes sense just because in the warm-ups seems to be that hybrid is something that Beanlye could have an advantage on.
Yeah, definitely think so, and especially just having a really high average. Of course, all the hybrids played in the pool so far, in all the pools. So
So Beanlye banning LN1. I think he's bans maybe Rice 7. Maybe Rice 2. I'm not sure actually.
yeah, oh, Rice won actually.
Instead opting to go for Rice 1. Interesting ban actually. But it kinda makes sense because Beanlye's Rice accuracy is extremely good. Getting second on Rice 1 actually for quarterfinals. I think, let me fact check that. Let's see. Yeah, Beanlye's second indeed in Rice 1 in the previous round.
That's definitely a bit of a targeted ban. Looking so good on it that Heez might as well take the Rice one out. And first pick from Heez will be Rice 4.
Wait, there was an update. Wait, 1 second, please.
Oh,
As we try to get everything working. No, I don't think there was an update.
no, it doesn't say so on the website at least.
Yeah, we're just trying to get this working. No problem. All right, so we're back. We finally got it to work again once again. So let's see how. All right.
Let's go.
So yeah, now we're going to be seeing actually beanlye having an advantage here. So this is gonna be bad for Heez. I actually forgot it was. But let's take it. But before we go to the specifics, seems like the technical patterns have affected Heez a bit more, and I think he's actually dropped at the very start just based off the combo.
Yeah, the lead actually in the 10,000 range, and I'm guessing that's because of the length of the map, quite a short map. And beanlye is holding really solid accuracy.
Yeah, but both players are performing well, so we can really just wait and see how this one evolves, because I think stuff can still change or turn around.
Yeah, he's actually catching up, making a little bit of a comeback with the accuracy. So it could close up a little bit towards the ending here.
It is getting closer, but as long as beanlye holds on, this could spell some bad news for Heez. And just like that, time is running out, and I think beanlye will take the first point just like that. Very impressive work, very impressive accuracy as well. I mean, Heez had the better 200 count. So I think if a full combo happened, it would have been extremely close. Maybe Heez takes it by a very small margin, I'm not sure. So yeah, that was indeed Heez's pick. So now beanlye took a break point off of Heez. So that's a good start for beanlye, exactly what beanlye would want. And now beanlye going for Rice 3. Oh, that's a lot of times I said that name. So Rice 3 actually makes sense, I think. I mean, you won a technical pick on Rice. Why not go for another Rice pick?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot of value starting with a breakpoint like that. Just being able to get a lot of momentum right off the bat. beanlye is in a good position there to get a few points on the board. And let's see how Heez will respond to that.
Let us see indeed. But, I mean, I just think it can be doable for Heez regardless. But let's see.
Yeah, came down to a lot to that one miss in the beginning, unfortunate miss. And beanlye just getting to sort of score a lot of points off of that miss throughout the map. It could be a different story here.
Well, let's just see. Because honestly speaking, it will really depend if beanlye can nail those difficult jump stream parts. I mean, we saw Otech drop at the very start, or at least on the earlier sections of this chart.
It just suddenly throws the fast streams at you, so gotta be prepared. Gotta keep the focus up in the beginning too.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm really excited to see is the jump stream sections. You know, what makes this really hard is just because of how awkward it is. And you can't really trust these accuracies. We've seen mistakes happen. We've seen stuff become unstable for any side here. So Oh, as I say that, beanlye
Whoa.
finding a drop. That's exactly what I was talking about. Another one. Beanlye dropping 2 huge misses already. And now Heez is on the driver's seat. But honestly speaking, this is still not safe.
There's a lot more sections of these fast jump streams, so could easily just go anyway just based on one miss. So beanlye will try to build up some of that accuracy again, but we're dropping it 200 there, I think.
Yeah, it started to seem like beanlye is able to catch up. That just means the patterns are pretty comfortable for beanlye now, and that could be a good sign. But like he's still in there, still in the driver's seat, still taking advantage, and something tells me this is really bad news. But the ending has some sections where players can find misses here and there, so I won't be surprised if something happens. Yeah, more of these awkward jump streams, but as long as Heez keeps this up, this will still be on their side.
Yeah, but he's not really dropping any accuracy either, actually building a little bit from previous accuracy, so looking comfortable here with a 2 miss advantage. And the last third of the map coming up there.
It's going to be a 2 miss advantage indeed, but hey, now this is the part where it seems like nerves can get the best of people, and I've seen that happen in a few matches. So this is where it's really gonna be tested. Let's see who is the more stable player at this final part.
Yeah, with beanlye actually building up their accuracy very nicely. It's gonna come down to what happens here after this little break section here.
Alright, so seems like nothing can really be done unless he finds a jump. But it's crazy. Like, these are nerve-wracking patterns, and yet both players are just so consistent at it. We've seen some players, like, I think it was, I don't think I've seen anyone miss here, but this part can really make you so nervous if you're not careful. And just like that, seems like will be taking the break point back. If this was a full combo for both players, beanlye could have taken it. Like, just that accuracy advantage alone, I think beanlye has it. Yeah, that would have been a V1SS, but the ratios are literally the exact same. It could have been a V1, it could have been a tie. It could have been a tie, just imagine that. That's crazy.
Yeah, essentially. Oh, just those 2 misses will put the score into a 10,000 point advantage for Heez. And 2 break points in a row. I'm curious what Heez will decide to pick here. Gone through 2 rice picks now, so
Not sure what Heez is gonna pick now. Maybe an Ellen chart? Just because beanlye banned one Ellen. Maybe Ellen 4 could work.
you pick their protect at this point. Maybe dip their toes into the Ellen pools, and yeah, Ellen 2.
Instead, you're gonna go in for Ellen 2. Yeah, Ellen makes a lot of sense for Heez.
Using 2 Ryzen maps in a row now, wondering how well they're gonna play on this Ellen map. Because we saw good performances from both of the players on like the hybrid warm-up. But this is of course a very different type of map, so
Yeah, let's see if this pick will work for Heez. It could, but at the same time, we haven't really seen how these two face off against each other on Ellens.
It is gonna be a sort of experiencing some new skill sets here. Now getting into it with the mirror mod from beanlye.
Just means some mind block happened, probably those trills or whatever. But for now, we have to really see how these two players stack against each other on this kind of LM.
Right off the bat, both looking very comfortable, just generally holding the accuracy up on these sort of slightly more straightforward elements. It's gonna get a lot more decisive when we get to this dense part.
That's very true. And actually, I remember seeing a trill here. That's where it's gonna start to really change.
Yeah, but accuracy is looking very similar here. In fact, like almost tied. Oh, 200 there from Heez, I think.
No one messing up that trill. That's crazy work. But now, the big question is, can these two players keep it up? He's dropping a 200 on this section. That is not good, but beanlye drops as well. Seems like on the calmer sections, these two players are starting to feel the nerves. So we're gonna see some anchors, some walls here. It's gonna start to make these players nervous.
Halfway through the map, the score is more or less just flickering back and forth there. Just the slightest of advantages to beanlye here.
Alright, but now, with these Ellen density coming, it seems like beanlye started to make a bit of an edge against Heez. Now, time is sort of running out, but there's definitely still some chances here.
It's all gonna be on like whether or not beanlye. Oh!
Yep, that
combo break
kinda,
from Heez.
that's going to be massive. beanlye now has an advantage that they can hold on as long as a full combo is held. But I'm starting to get scared. More anchors, more trills. I think that will do it. And on the trill, another breakpoint. We've seen 3 breakpoints in a row on this match. Crazy work here. I thought Heez had it, but seems like beanlye was able to steal it at the very end.
I was gonna say, like, beanlye, if they dropped a couple of 200s there, like, it could have been very close, but with that combo break from Heez, it solidified the lead for beanlye.
Yeah, but there is no time for the what could have beens or what ifs and all that. All these players can do is focus on the fact that beanlye now has a chance to establish on that one breakpoint advantage. But beanlye first has to take this point.
And beanlye picking into hybrids now, the hybrid 1. So, wondering if this will be yet another breakpoint, or if beanlye can take this one.
Yeah, this makes sense. I like hybrids being a choice for beanlye, but we can only really tell in the long run if this pick will work or not.
Gonna be getting into it here. Definitely quite a different skill set from the LN map we just saw, so gonna give some information to the players.
Right, so this is where the real deal starts. You're gonna be seeing a lot of mini jacks, LNs. Seems like Heez has it in the bag right now. Wow, that's actually crazy. Like, if this is what's going to keep on happening, honestly, like, wow, it seems like these players are accidentally picking into their opponent's strengths or something like that, but it's really close to tell.
Yeah, a small advantage from Heez so far. Not being tripped up on these trills here.
No one really tripping hard. So now we're in a break section. But like, the thing about the hybrids is there's so many choke points all around the map, all across the board here. And the more they arrive, the more they're gonna give or increase a chance for anyone here to make mistakes. But that hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, and soon getting into the last third of this map, the accuracies are closing up here.
Indeed they are, both are in the 99.7 range, but no one has really found any mistakes yet. It's just those 200s from beanlye that's given Heez an advantage, but Heez jumps to 200. Okay, but I think this ending is a bit easier than the rest unless I'm missing something. There's still some trills and all that, but that's not gonna affect it too. Wait, huh? What happened? He seems to have found an unstable part on those LNs. Oh my goodness, okay. This really changes a lot.
It's like 1-1 now.
It is really 1-1. No, never mind.
Oh!
He's about to drop. That's massive. He's had an advantage a while ago, but that just evaporated, and now it's all beanlye's advantage. And just like that, beanlye will establish and secure the breakpoint advantage that they will definitely need in this match.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's just getting that 1x miss in the end there. And the accuracy is...
That would have been a Heez win, I think, if it was only 200s. Actually, yeah, that could have been. But that 1/100 would have given it to beanlye, actually, even without that miss.
Yes, so closely contested there, but breaking on a map like this, you're not gonna be coming back from that one, especially in the ending there. But he's a speak here, so perhaps they can claw a point back.
Well, now, what does Heez even pick? Maybe Mejirushi? But I think Mary Snowy Fantasy actually doesn't work for... Whoa! Okay, Rise 6. I don't like this pick just because I've seen some chokes on Enquiry patterns for Heez, and it doesn't seem like that's gonna work well. Especially if this one just has a lot of jacks all over it.
Yeah, this one feels quite like out of nowhere. I would be very surprised. I mean, we've seen like Rise picks. We've seen a pick from every category so far, and then going into core jack. Yeah, perhaps there's some strat here that we're not getting, but
Yeah, there's probably a strategy here, but let's see how this one will go. I know there's like a bit of parts where players can be unstable, so I'm not sure if this is really the best idea. But let's see. Let's see.
Really not sure. But I mean, we have seen just like throughout this tournament and Mania tournaments in general, I guess, like some players can be really unstable on a lot of different types of maps, but then be insanely good at corner jacks and just getting ratio throughout. So maybe Heez is a player that really prefers that type of map.
Alright, so now let's analyze if core jacks are really the right way for Heez to go. Because I'm honestly not seeing the vision until it seems like beanlye had a pretty not so good start. However, remember, it's still the start. What's more important really is how you finish this. And while Heez has this very, very good accuracy, 99.9 is extremely solid and goes to show how precise Heez can be. Honestly, very solid, cuts it way too short. It's actually extremely impressive to get that kind of accuracy. But I just hope both players can remain consistent here.
Yeah, with the early act drops there from beanlye, just securing a early advantage for Heez, it's going to come down to combos eventually, perhaps. If Heez just holds this, then I think they're good.
Well, it seems like Heez is able to hit those anchors on the outward columns very well, so I don't think it's gonna be too much of a problem. Yeah, like those are the biggest choke points, except some flams here, which I would think is more difficult to hit.
Yeah, and we did see a 50 being dropped there.
Yeah, that's scary. And now this ending, the final stretch. Will Heez be able to hold on? Or will beanlye make a last minute comeback? Seems like Heez is gonna be the one to take the victory here. So yes, he's securing a point. Very good job on being able to hold on. Was that a 50? It was. What is that? That ratio from Heez is amazing. 66 perfects. But if that 50 result into a miss, that would have been tragic. That would have been very tragic, and that would have given it to beanlye actually.
Yeah, it was a scary point there. Interesting peeking into the core jacks, but seems to have worked out really well in favor of Heez. So beanlye will be picking into their Protect here, Hybrid 2.
I guess it kinda makes sense just because beanlye won hybrid 1, but like let's not forget how close hybrid 1 was.
Yeah, the hybrid one just came down to essentially one combo break. And I feel like a lot of the points so far have been sort of very hard to predict and have gone in both directions, so we just have to see what happens as per usual.
Yeah, it's just really a matter of a waiting game. And I really am excited to see how both players will perform on this hybrid pick. 3 minutes and 80 seconds. So when that happens, usually you just think, okay, if I make a mistake here, it's not as bad as if I make a mistake on another pick that is very short.
Yeah, that's also true. Something to keep in mind, especially when you're picking as well. Just Perhaps trying to catch your opponent, trying to catch out some misses from your opponent on the more consistency-based maps. This map has some really tricky patterning here.
Although Heez has an accuracy advantage right now. Did you see those mini jacks? I think those mini jacks can make either player unstable. And even though they're unstable, it's pretty settled right now. I'm still concerned about how it could end because there's just a lot of this chart left.
Yeah, just need to try not to drop.
Six.
On a 3-minute hybrid too, like, what?
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Beanlye almost lost this to a break point for Heez, but wow. He's almost tied it up, but 56 points. Those 200s were way too fatal, way too detrimental for Heez.
Yeah, like, where does Heez go from here? Having picked Core Jack earlier and taking that one. Actually gonna be picking into LN4. Interesting. This is their protect as well, so pretty good point to pick the protect, I think.
Yeah, I agree with Ellen for being the pick here. I think it makes a lot of sense for Heez rather.
Being down a couple points, just picking Mejiroshi and will hope to. Well, they definitely want to play their most comfortable map, so don't see it being played there.
Alright, so yeah, let's see. Let's see what the move here is going to be for let's say after this pick happens. Because honestly I'm so excited to see how both players react to whatever result. So let's say Heez wins this, how will beanlye react? And now we're gonna be seeing how these two players perform. I don't know. I don't know who's winning this because we've seen beanlye take an advantage on Ellens, and we've seen Heez have the better accuracy in terms of ratio.
It's really hard to say, like, he's protected this, so there's definitely some comfort there from them, but like as you said, beanlye also being very comfortable on LNs in general, so right off the bat they're gonna be. I was gonna say slightly advantage for Heez, but beanlye will be taking a small advantage.
Yeah, this accuracy, oh my goodness, both players are performing so well. And like, it's actually pretty hard to act this just because of how diverse the density is. Like, you see these short Ellens and long Ellens, but okay, he's finding some drop. Whenever, you know something I noticed, whenever those bursty patterns arrive, it seems like he's sort of struggles to hit them accurately. So the more maps beanlye can see those patterns in, then I think that's gonna give an advantage. But wait a second, look at that accuracy. It's 66 to 63. Very, very close performances across the board. It's gonna start to be really scary from here on out.
Yeah, accuracy is practically being tied in the very beginning there, and currently closing up once again.
Oh, that's a massive miss. That is indeed massive. The moment you said it was closing in, beanlye suddenly finds a miss, and that can give an advantage to Heez as long as Heez holds on though. It looks like Heez can, just because these patterns aren't exactly the most difficult.
Yeah, holding on really nicely, not really showing too many signs of struggle, except perhaps on those burst patterns.
Great performances for both players. It's actually, yeah, I'm actually really impressed. Yeah. Oh, wow!
What?
Oh my goodness. If beanlye didn't miss, that would have been a 4-300 win. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. What are these close scores?
Yeah, I have no clue. This match so far just seems to be, every map just seems to be a gamble, honestly. But he's protecting this map and does take the point, so at least there's something that makes sense here.
I like this pick. This is a great pick for beanlye, I think. Just because of how Rice technicality seems to be something that beanlye has a bit of an advantage on. I like this pick.
Yeah, definitely. Had a little break from the rise there, but we're gonna get back into it once again.
So let's see who's gonna have the better accuracy. 2 minutes 28 seconds. So this isn't really the longest chart, but wow, I am so nervous just because we've seen these two players find their misses, find their mistakes at some point. Now let's see if they can clean it up, because something tells me if beanlye lets up on this pick, Heez could start a very big momentum shift. And yeah, just this is not over yet for both players. I mean, just because beanlye has the advantage doesn't mean beanlye has secured this just yet. Heez can pull off a comeback here.
Absolutely, and on a techie map like this, like there's so many awkward grace notes and there's a ton of bursts, so combo breaks might happen on this map. It's so easy to be caught off guard.
It is scarily close. Those anchors surprisingly not getting anyone out. And here we go. More of these patterns are gonna show up. I was expecting some drops to happen here because we've seen these two players miss or at least find 200s on any bursty pattern. Seems like Heez is the one that's actually benefiting from those bursts. Surprisingly enough to me, because again, like I said, Heez was the one who was dropping 200s on those bursts. Seems to be that both players have stabilized, and now this is a scary position to be in. It's so close.
Yeah, this is same story as we've seen on other maps. Like the accuracies are so close. Oh, but with a miss, that's gonna skyrocket the lead for Heez here.
Yeah, that's scary. But Heez trades one back.
Ooh.
Although the accuracy still goes to Heez. So even though a miss happened, it would take another miss from Heez for this lead to fully shift. Okay. Oh my goodness. Here we go. One more difficult part. There's so many brutal technical sections. But this ending is one of the most important parts. Can Heez secure a break point? Or will beanlye do a last minute? Oh my second! That's a 200 from Heez! That could shift things! But I think that's it! Wait a minute! That is it! beanlye loses a break point! And now Heez steals one in return!
Very impressive showing from Heez there. Taking the breakpoint at this point is so valuable in Heez's strategy. Now it's their pick as well. But what maps do we have left there? What could Heez pick into?
I'm not sure what Heez is gonna pick. Oh my. Maybe Hybrid 3 actually? Maybe. I don't know. It's either Rice 5 or Hybrid 3. But wow, okay, that's gonna be scary either way.
Yeah, I was about to say there's some very like bold picks on the board here, like Hybrid 3, Rice 7 is even open. So, They just seem to be so closely matched that I really don't know what anyone would like to pick. But like Heez did do well on Core Jacks, so picking Rice 5 here, I don't think this is a bad idea at all.
So the pick seems to be Rice 5 indeed. I think, yeah, looking at the chat, it seems to be combo is gonna be the focus of Heez here. I'm scared, okay? This is a very close match, and I'm really scared to see how this one's gonna go.
We have seen some more techie picks and a straight up core jack pick, and now we're getting a mix of them both in one map, so it's really hard to say who could come out on top here. We just have to see, I guess. Gonna get into it right now.
So here we go. Wow. Oh my god. Even in here, it's literally just tied. Both players are tied right now. And, I mean, it's expected because of the nature of this chart. Being core jacks, beanlye has a bit of an advantage. Heez is a bit behind. I'm getting scared. Yeah, a lot of these core jacks. What is his advantage? It's literally tied on some parts.
It's hard to say what's happening because they're doing the same things. They have the same accuracy still.
They literally have the same accuracy, but beanlye finally gets a bit of the lead. Seems to be that they've stabilized a little bit, but a bit of a 300 rush. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to describe this. So many anchors and bursts are potentially giving or exchanging the lead. Here we go. This final half will determine everything, and now we'll really be able to see how these two players perform. The lead is just exchanging between these two players.
Yeah, I don't think the point difference has been more than 3 digits throughout this whole map. This is so closely contended.
Yeah, but just like that, wait, beanlye drops at 200.
Oh.
He's, after being down 4-2, has an opportunity to take the lead. But there's so many flams at this final part. There's so many nerve-wracking moments still. But Heez is keeping up. I have a feeling these flams are actually going to be terrifying. But doesn't look like Heez is nervous at all. Seems like Heez is able to stay consistent.
It actually seems to be almost building accuracy on this more physical part. But getting into the ending here, I think Heez has built up enough of a lead.
Indeed. And just like that, Heez takes the lead for the first time in a while. V1 double S, even if beanlye didn't drop at 200, that still would have been Heez's point. Heez takes the lead after being down 4-2. That is crazy. And now beanlye has an opportunity to pick. I think it's hybrid 3.
Yeah, I do think hybrid 3, for beanlye especially, has to be the best one. Best pick in the pool. Unless they want to just go absolutely gamer mode and pick Rice 7, but
Okay, let's see. It's either Rice 7 or hybrid 3.
yeah, and LN3 also still open, so yeah, no, it's very hard to say. I guess we'll just wait for the pick to come out there.
Hmm. So it's either LN3 or Hybrid 3 or Rice 7. Oh, okay, what's happening? Oh my, okay, I think
They just picked that. This is definitely a very interesting match point pick here. uh,
yeah,
if
okay.
Bean, we'll really see like 2 tiebreakers in a row. 6-minute map going into tiebreaker perhaps.
Now I'm actually really nervous because I want to see what the chat says. Are we looking for a tiebreaker or will we be seeing another upset by Heez? Regardless, it's gonna be an insane continuation, an insane ending, an insane result. Whatever is gonna happen, I can't wait to see what this will be. Because honestly, I'm cheering for a tiebreaker here. That would be crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this map just having like every rise pattern ever, it's really hard to say which player will come out on top here, just like predictions. So we just have to strap in and see what happens. 6 minutes.
I mean, he has a minor advantage right now. This is nothing just because of how long this chart is. And I just know if stamina does not go well, this can change. This lead can still change no matter what. But if you make a mistake here, it will not be as impactful as making a mistake on a 1 minute 30-second chart.
Yeah, definitely. And we have seen other matches where one player has been really good at the rise, but then the stamina pick comes out and it might tell a completely different story by the ending of the map. But so far, beanlye building just a little bit. He's sort of staying at that 99.8 range.
Yeah, this chart is gonna take forever. And now we're at the halfway mark. There's 3 minutes or something left. But like, I don't know what to feel because, you know, both of these players are popping off and all that. But something tells me stamina is gonna be a major factor here. And here we go. Heez is actually slowly dropping that accuracy. That's a sign of instability and also a sign of fatigue, because this is such a tiring chart.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting through this map without any misses in match is a big challenge for both of these players. Despite how really good at the game they are, it's so easy to just trip up in the middle.
Indeed, as we approach the halfway mark, oh my goodness, both players are dropping their 300s, are dropping their 200s as well. But no one has dropped a miss just yet. That's actually insane. Yeah, still no one's gonna miss here, right? Imagine we're gonna be seeing a double full combo here. Oh, wait. Wow, okay. What are these two
Okay.
players doing?
And the accuracies are just staying the same at the moment. They have closed up just a little bit, but Yeah, that score difference still is just sitting at 3 digits.
This
Looking quite
entire
scary.
chart has not. You're right. We haven't seen a 4-digit difference in this chart. That would take a miss though. And this is the part where I think miss can happen. Heez is starting to drop rapidly, but somehow survived enough that the lead does not change just yet. What are these two players doing? It's actually so close right now.
There's no way it's possible to see a tie on this map, right?
Oh my goodness, that would be crazy. It's a 5-minute chart. But regardless, these two players are so consistent. I don't think they are aware of how consistent their opponent has been, or how consistent they have been. This is a part that I think beanlye actually benefits from. Yeah, just like that. This is the part where he is going to start to drop a little bit. But so does beanlye. Okay, now the lead is shifted. The tides have changed. It has now gone to the left side. But there's so many things that can still happen. If Heez can outratio beanlye here, this lead will just be gone. Oh, 200 points of difference. Oh my goodness. This is literally 300s of difference.
Yeah, this is just insane. I mean,
219. Oh, it's tied. Accuracy is tied once again. What is happening here? Oh my goodness.
Oh.
It's literally 2 digits of difference. We're seeing trills. We're seeing jumps. We're seeing chords. We're seeing hands everywhere. But no, the lead still changes. Very, very small. Heez drops a bit of act. beanlye gains a little bit.
yeah, and they were stuck at tied accuracies for so long. Their beanlye just barely a little higher than Heez at this point.
Yeah, that's the thing. This advantage, this super small advantage for beanlye means all the world to them. This is either the key to the tiebreaker, but Heez is starting to crawl back. But beanlye manages to increase by a little bit. We're seeing a lot of these jump streams. Heez drops a bit of act. That could be it. This could be the one that sends this match to tiebreaker. Wait a second, final part. Oh, is it gonna be a tiebreaker? This is the hardest part of the chart. It's a tiebreaker, double full combo. What are these two players doing? A double full combo on one of the longest chart under the tiebreaker. Worst ratio for beanlye, but 200. That decided it. That's a tiebreaker. What an insane performance for both players as we get sent here. Feel it, Sky. An amazing performance. Wow.
Yeah, I don't have words. This match so far has just been insane. Every map is just... You really can't predict who's winning any of the maps. And now that we're getting into the tiebreaker, this is gonna be very interesting and very tense.
Both players just full comboed that chart like it was nothing.
Going from one long map to another. Hoping the players aren't being too tired from that map.
I am just really shocked. What a way to go to tiebreaker indeed.
Yeah, the right 7 pick to bring it to tiebreaker is... Yeah, it's crazy. And what better way to end the match than a classic Camellia song. taking some time to start the map, of course. You do need to recover from from playing Rise 7, I think. We will be getting into the tiebreaker very shortly. There's the empty start. And here we go. The one map to decide the entire match here. So far, each pick has been really hard to predict, so this tiebreaker could go either way.
So now, my goodness, I am really happy this ended in a tiebreaker. I am really in shock.
This has just been a great match so far. It does take a bit of time for this map to sort of fire up its engines.
And now we're at the start. Let's see which of these players will secure their ticket to the finals week on the winner's side. I mean, both players are guaranteed at the finals week, but only one of these will still be on the winner's bracket for finals.
Yeah, and as we've seen throughout this entire match, there's no way to predict who's gonna win this. We just have to watch and see what happens. He's with a small accuracy advantage starting off here.
Wow, it's even on the tiebreaker, it's still really close. Now, we're gonna be seeing some burst. And this part, I don't know who has the advantage. We've seen beanlye drop on those, but Heez as well.
But despite being a small accuracy lead, it could swing so quickly. You know, dropping a couple 200s or like even 100s, it's gonna quickly change in that case. Seeing the lead sort of stay in that same range. And I do get a small break section here. Nerves probably building up.
Even after all that though, no one has found a break, no one misses. That's crazy. These two players haven't missed in a while, and I'm really impressed to see that. Even in such a high pressure situation, they're performing absolutely insane.
Yeah, they're playing the tiebreaker of the semifinals and just really not showing any signs of like dropping accuracy or anything. They're seeming really comfortable here. Getting into this intense section here.
Here we go. More bursts, and we saw Switch a while ago, but no one drops on either patterns. Now for the LNs. On paper, Heez benefits from here, but beanlye has shown their prowess on LNs as well. Oh
Yeah,
my
at this
goodness.
point, closing up in accuracies.
It is indeed getting closer. Though SBs does not affect anyone. Seems like both players are still holding on. We're at the final quarter. Any miss will be detrimental. But it's so close. 200 from Heez. It's literal. And the Heez drops again. The lead goes to beanlye. But we saw mini-jacks here. Mini-jacks can make players drop and miss or 200s if not careful. More LNs. Oh my goodness. I think beanlye still has it. It would require a 200 or 2. Oh no. The patterning's starting to get a bit more complex. Again, this ending is no joke though. These LN drills can make them drop back. It's Heez who's dropping a bit of back. beanlye still consistent. Oh my goodness. More of these. Yeah, I think beanlye has it, but wait a second. Wait. Oh! Wow, what a match! Both players full comboing the tiebreaker.
What?
What a performance! What a way to end! We just saw 2 FCs! 2 FCs for both players on 2 of the longest charts of this map pool. And just like that, beanlye secures a ticket. Wait, the 200. Oh! Wait. Oh! Oh no! What was? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no.
Those 200, the 200 difference was way too much for Heez. beanlye takes the victory. What an amazing performance for both players. An amazing display of consistency. An amazing show of performance. beanlye and Heez both deserve to win this, regardless of how it went. It took the seed number 2 for Heez to be stopped and to be sent to the loser's bracket. Could you imagine how insane that sentence is? It's crazy. Both players were amazing. beanlye takes the victory. Man, that's a wow. What a match.
Yeah,
What a
I'm
match.
not sure what we just witnessed, to be honest.
I don't care. That counts as a double FC. I do not care. That is
Yeah,
a double
definitely.
FC. Wow. That was crazy. Both players. My goodness. What a performance. I'm out of words right now. Like, that's actually crazy. Congratulations to beanlye for winning that, but Heez performed out of their mind. So now we can actually take a look at the bracket. I believe Era Ya won this 3-6. Yeah, it's 3-6 to Era Ya. Congratulations to Era Ya for winning that, and congratulations to Era for advancing to the losers bracket finals, guaranteeing top 6 for Kuriyama Yunya. Congrats as well for top 8. That's very impressive. As we have one more match, I think, for this weekend. That's gonna be Seimitsu versus Saiger. That's gonna be an insane match. So yeah, wow, like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. So it's gonna be Chicken Gold versus beanlye. And here, at the final moments, Heez is gonna be waiting for the winner of none other than Seimitsu versus Saiger. What a match, isn't it? What a match it has been.
Yeah, I don't have words after that match. That what can one really say after those performances?
I don't have much to say either, but those 2 players have performed out of their minds. 6-5, just displaying how good they really are. So Heez is awaiting the winner of Seimitsu versus Tiger once again. Whoops, I am so sorry. I did not mean to do that. But do you have anything else to like say before we end?
Really well played to both players here. And make sure to watch the next match as well, at 21 UTC.
Indeed. So
Yeah.
thanks so much, Crossbow, for commentating with me once again. It is a pleasure to commentate with you as always. So I'm Siluas Kaels, and commentating with me is Crossbow. Now, signing off.